You are welcome to the first video released by VixFloss. Before we continue, VixFloss want to use this opportunity to really thank you all for patronizing our ebook on social medias, and all your beautiful comments are highly appreciated. So if you have been patronizing, all these videos for you and many other persons who are interested in paint making business. Today we will be talking about how to produce emulsion paints, their chemical, their functions, and the methodology. Though we know that there are many types of paints, but we will not be able to talk about all of them. We just talk about emulsion paint. Emulsion paint is a smooth-like texture paint that is used for external and internal of our houses. Some of our houses have this texture, very smooth, very nice, and is a better choice for many persons. Today we'll be looking at the chemicals and their functions for producing this emulsion paint. The first one we cannot do without is water. Water is used to dissolve all the chemical and integrate all the chemicals together to form a mixture. And the next is the base matrix, which is the calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is the chemical for paint, for emulsion paint, that we cannot do without. And the next is titanium dioxide. Titanium dioxide, some persons know it to be titan. Is a chemical that has a very shiny property that makes your paint to be very shiny, and is mostly used when producing brilliant white. If you do not add titanium dioxide to your paint productions, you will see that, especially in your brilliant white production, you will see that the shiny property that you would desire from that paint, you will not get it. And the next is PVA. PVA is known as polyvinyl acetate. It is actually a gum or adhesive that holds all the paints together and also enable the paint to stick to the wood. And that is why you see some paints that have lesser PVA in them. Those paints are not stain free. Once you touch them, you see that they will fade away from the wall. So PVA is the chemical that holds all the paints together and enable it to stick to the wall. Then we also have aluminum silicate. Aluminum silicate helps your paint to be very tough and strong. We also have nitrosol. Nitrosol is a chemical that increases the viscosity of the paint. It also enables the paint to be very thickened. We have different types of thickener. We have one is Bamako, nitrosol, many others like that. Then another chemical we still have that we cannot do without is ammonia. Ammonia or formalin. Ammonia and formalin, these are different types of chemical, but they have the same function or similar function. Now, this ammonia is usually used for preservative. Ammonia is also a corrosive chemical, so when introducing it into your paint mixture, you have to be very careful so that it does not have direct contact with your skin. And after inhaling a lot of ammonia odor, it is advised that you take in milk to neutralize the effect of the ammonia in our body. Then we have our colorite, which is of two types. We have the paste and we have the oxide. Then we also have our kaolin that serves as a filler to our paint productions. Then we also have Genipo. Genipo helps the paint to spread, and for the paint to also cover a large surface area. We also have deformer that remove the foam-like properties that will come up as a result of producing the paint to go out of the paint. So deformer help in eliminating those foam-like properties. Then we have the antifungi that also have to fight bacteria of the fungi and the many other bacteria and attacks. So these are the chemicals and the functions that we use in paint, in emulsion paints production. But we'll be thinking of, okay, if I have these chemicals, how can I use them to produce my paint? Well, imagine that you have gotten all these chemicals, and in a subsequent video we will tell you the specification, the formulations that you're going to use to make productions. And to produce this chemical, to turn this chemical into a mixture of the paints, of the emulsion paint, we have to first bring out our mixing tank, introduce the required quantity of water into it, then a clean water, then add your titan and stir so that you will have a proper homogeneous mixture. Then you can now also add your aluminium silicate and stir it and ensure that it dissolves properly. Then you can now bring in your calcium carbonates and introduce them. Then you continue stirring. As the stirring is on, once you obtain homogeneous mix, then introduce your formalin, your deformer, your antifungi. Then you add your PVA, which is your gum, and continue mixing. If you are to produce brilliant white, you do not need to use kaolin. But if you are not producing brilliant white, maybe you want to produce cream, you can now also introduce kaolin if you like. So after introducing this chemical, your mixing should be on a continuous mixing. Then your ammonia can also go in and you continue mixing. Then after that, you will have to put the last chemical, which is the nitrosol, the thickener. The nitrosol have different method of application. If you are to you don't introduce nitrosol directly into the paint mixture. You introduce nitrosol into another container and disperse it and makes it flowable, meaning that you have to convert it from the powder state into a liquid state before introducing it into the paint mixture. And when you are doing that, you have to be very fast because it's a very active chemical. Within a short time, you see that the chemical will be coagulating. So to avoid that coagulation, you have to mix it within a short time and introduce it into your paint mixture, and you continue stirring to ensure that you have homogeneous mixture. But when stirring, after introducing the nitrosol, when stirring, you notice that the nitrosol is not reacting the way it is expected. Then you have to increase the quantity of ammonia so that it can now serve as a catalyst to speed up the reaction of the nitrosol. These are the chemical and the procedures for producing emulsion paints. The next video will review the step-by-step way of producing the emulsion paint. Thank you. Do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to like, and do not forget to spread the notification bell so that when our subsequent videos are out, you will be carried out. Thank you. We love you all.